hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Goddess Gemini. Guess today's video is going to be a love reading. That is right, a love reading with the Gemini versus Scorpio. So please remember that this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It may or may not resonate. Only take what resonates and leave the rest for another person to claim, okay? Also, because it is a you versus them reading, that means the Gemini side or the Scorpio side or even the connecting energy, yeah, the might resonate. Whatever resonates. Only take what resonates, right? If it doesn't resonate at all, obviously this reading was not for you. And also check out my links on my profile for YouTube, my bio, and the information on the main page. You can book readings with me at 66% off if you just click the link. If the link isn't updated, then just type in Halloween at the checkout and it will give you 66% off. There's also memberships and all that kind of good stuff available on Ko-Fi. And if you're interested, there will be a whole bunch of readings posted by Saturday. So yeah, that's something if you're interested. Anyways, so we're just going to cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space here. And let's get into this reading, please. Okay, so cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Okay, come on, let's light this up. All right, cards, energy, and space. Let's go here. Okay, cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Let's try this again. Okay, cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. I'm just having a lovely moment with my sage here. Let's see if we can get this lit. Okay, it's lit now. That's awesome. Let's see if you can actually burn something here, Sage. That would be fabulous. All right, cleanse the cards, the energy, and the sage space, please. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Cleanse the cards, the energy, and the space. Spirit guide, guardian, angels, ancestors, ask for you to join me in this reading today for the Gemini versus the Scorpios. Okay, Gemini versus the Scorpios. Gemini versus Scorpio. Gemini versus the Scorpios. And let's cleanse my energy in my space. Okay, so Gemini and Scorpios, my lovely friends. Let's see what we have for you for love today. So it is going to start with the Gemini on this side, the Scorpio on this side, and this is the connecting energy. Okay, and so what do we have for the Gemini, then the Scorpio, then the connecting? What is their energy, please? Gemini, Scorpio, then connecting. What is their energy, please? Gemini, Scorpio, and connecting, please. Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. Okay. What is the conflict, please, for them? Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. What is the negatives affecting the situation? Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. What is the positives affecting the situation? Okay, Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. What is the neutrals affecting the situation here? Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. And finally, what is the possible outcome solution advice? Gemini, Scorpio, connecting. Okay, so Geminis, what you have here is on the left-hand side, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I do see a little bit lack of building energy. You're not 100% sure where this connection is going to go or if it's going to go to the next level. The Ten of Swords in reverse for the Scorpio, for some reason I'm getting that they're not explaining something that they want from you. Okay, and then the Three of Swords is your connecting energy. So I do see some kind of heartbreak. Now, whether that is this is a breakup situation, okay, and there's a lack of communication, a lack of building, and a lack of love feeling. Some of you, I feel like, have broken up with this person or on the verge of breakup. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here for your energy. All right, so what is the conflict here? So Gemini, you have the Hermit in reverse. So I think that you see things clearly. that's kind of the conflict. You're seeing things clearly. With them, they have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So their conflict I'm seeing is commitment. And with the Four of Swords in reverse, I'm also seeing a like a leaving kind of that reserve. I see some of you also maybe having a break from this person and deciding whether you want to be with this person or not, or vice versa at the end of this kind of like break period. All right. Some of you may have put a pause. Okay. What is the negatives affecting the situation? So, Gemini, honestly, for you, you're not seeing any light in the situation. I see that a lot of you don't feel the emotions from the other person. And honestly, some of you may have been hurt by them. So you don't really see the light in the situation. Okay. They have the Six of Swords in reverse. So, um, it's kind of funny here because I see for them, they don't really have anywhere that like they're planning on going, right? No new real direction. No real communication either with you. So I think they're kind of in this stagnant energy. With the connecting energy, you have the King of Swords though. So there is a kind of like a truth and clarity in the situation. Negatively though, I see it as you may have found something out about them that they may be in kind of denial over. Okay. Whether it's cheating or just lies. Okay. What are the positives in the situation, affecting the situation, in the situation, about the situation, whatever. Gemini, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So the positives are, I honestly believe you're kind of closing off emotionally to this and just wanting to move on. They have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So I honestly feel like there is no communication. I think you cut off the communication with the Scorpio, or the Scorpio may have, but either way, your connecting energy is temperance. So I do see some kind of patient type of energy. Now, whether it's them having patience with you or you having patience with them, I also see for you, though, it's like, talk to me when you're actually ready to tell me the truth, but I'll be waiting for that, but otherwise I don't know. Now this could also be the Scorpio saying to you, talk to me when you actually want to tell me how you feel about me. So it just depends on who you are. Okay. Next we have the neutral. So Gemini, you're the Fool in reverse. So I actually see this as you're no longer naive about the situation and you're just trying to, leave what doesn't work for you behind. Okay. They have the High Priestess in reverse. So I'm seeing for them, they may realize that there might not be a higher level commitment because they may have screwed up on something, or you screwed up. It just depends. This isn't really going to go forward. With the Eight of Swords, I do see this as a kind of in your own mind about it, but also understanding there's a difference between like in your own mind about something and like actually finding out a truth. Okay. The possible outcome I do see here is the Ace of Pentacles. So for those of you that are willing to retry this connection, because they also have the Ace of Cups, sorry. I do see it possible, but there would be some ground rules on your side set. And the Ace of Cups would have to be them actually expressing emotions and or accepting your emotions. But the Three of Cups is you may have a lack of community. So people around you may not think it's a good idea for you to reconnect. Now, if you're not going back to this person, I see you kind of starting and rebuilding on your own, and I see them needing to go work on themselves. Okay. And with that lack of community, I see it as a more like other people maybe like trying shit or something, if you get what I'm saying. Like other people maybe trying to get involved, or other people maybe trying to tell you what to do in this situation. Okay. So I don't know if that made sense to you. If it did, great. If not, please leave it for another person to claim. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you as always, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.